everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast, where creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, here we are at Locals Coffee, and where are we? Fort Washington?
Yes, we are in Fort Washington.
We are in Fort Washington at Locals Coffee. Just kind of stumbled upon this place. Stumbled into Velcro Homer. Haven't seen him for years, and somehow we just both stumbled here. No, we're just kidding. We had this scheduled. I'm sitting here at this coffee shop, and iced coffee with oat milk and sugar. It's fabulous. It's delicious. So if you're in the area, stop by here. But I'm with Velcro Homer.
Yes.
And that's the name you go by, right?
Well, that's just my band's name. My name is Joshua.
I never remember.
Yeah. But yeah, Velcro Homer is the band that I go by.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's this project? What is this about, this Velcro Homer?
So Velcro Homer started probably around 2022 officially. I've been writing music before then, but I kind of settled down with a name. You know, for a long time, I couldn't really figure out distribution and things like that, and uploading and recording and stuff like that. So I finally figured that all out. And once I came out that end, I discovered a name and I went from there. But we are a rock and roll band.
Okay.
Yes.
Where did the name come from?
The name. I wish I had better lore, but I really don't. It just kind of came to me like one day. I really wish I had a better.
That's just what it is. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, but
I don't know why. I like it.
Yeah, most people I tell the name to, they're like, well, it has a really good ring to it. But I wish I had more lore, but I just don't. It just is what it is.
It is what it is. So back to rock music. So what kind of rock? There's all kinds.
So more recently, I'm leaning more into grunge. Recently, as of last spring, I actually went to Seattle and I was recording with Jack and Dino. So that was really exciting for me. I figured why not go.
Is Jack and Dino a band?
Oh, Jack and Dino. No, he is the producer for Nirvana's first studio album, Bleach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went there. There were 3 guys in the studio. It was Jack, Mike Seabreeze, and John. They're like studio hand. And they were pretty excited for the project. I sent them my first album, Whoop Ass Stew. They really liked my sound, so I just booked the studio. It was
that's fun.
Yeah, it was very, very expensive, but I just saved up and just went there.
Not like Bleach. Bleach was very cheap.
Oh no, it was not as
Bleach
cheap as
was like
Bleach.
$600 some.
Yeah,
right?
It was not as cheap as Bleach. It was. I won't say how much, but it was very expensive for like 12 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so cool you got to work with them.
But I got a lot done. I probably recorded like 5 songs. So it's pretty good. And most of those songs are going to be on my new album coming pretty soon. I don't know when, probably within a few months.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you start making music?
I started making music probably very, very young. I remember whenever I would be bad or do something in school that wasn't great, my parents would have me singing like songs to kind of get in their good graces. So like when I was like 6, my dad had me sing like, I said, I'm sorry, mama, I never meant to, like by Eminem. I forgot what that song is called.
Something about cleaning my closet or something.
Yeah, but I used to have to perform for them to like get out of trouble. But I've been,
that's a way to train a kid.
So I've been making music probably since was, I think, really seriously after like high school, maybe, which I guess wasn't that long ago, but yeah, like not that long. I've been singing, but not making music officially. So I would say probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the music I remember when I first heard you, it is very grunge influenced, Nirvana influenced.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more grunge bands than Nirvana.
Yeah, and I try to stay away from like that comparison because I think comparisons like really a really slippery slope. Like I don't want people to like only think of me and think of like
It'd
this
be nostalgic.
Yeah, and it's really not that. And with the new project, I think sonically it just has a certain quality, but like lyric wise, even like how the songs are structured and the vibe of it can easily go in different directions. Like it doesn't sound like a grunge song per se.
You know, and I say that, but the thing is about your music that I've heard and your performances, like that is there, but like it's not like you're trying to do that.
Yeah,
like it fits.
Yes,
it actually sounds really. It's just like this is how it is. Like this is how it is, and this is how it sounds, and it just so happens that there's a lot of similarities. Which isn't a bad thing, you know.
Yeah,
but I know what you're saying. Yeah, but there's yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, I was fans of like a lot of different music like growing up, especially like when I was younger. This is before I was writing music. I did get like my first guitar from my grandpa like when I was like 13 or something like that. He got me like a blue first act guitar from Walmart for Christmas, and he gave me that because I was like just watching Nickelodeon like excessively, like watching like Drake and Josh and like the Naked Brothers band and things like that. But I love those shows because of the music aspect of it. And like I would go to YouTube and literally like listen to it and be like singing along and stuff like that. And I told my grandmom I wanted to be in a band, and she's like, oh, just go to school and see if they have a band. So I went to school and they had a band, but they didn't have like strings or guitar or like drums or anything. It was just all horns. So
the school band?
Yeah, so I joined the school band and I played like trombone, and we did like John Williams song from like Home Alone or something like that. And it was fine, but I really wanted to rock. Like I wanted to actually make music that I enjoyed. So my grandpa got me that guitar and I started learning certain things, and nothing really clicked with me until I got into like punk and I got into like grunge, because that is so easily like transferable in like my mind and a lot of people's mind. Like it's easy to play. I remember we jammed before and you had that like songbook of like, I think Unplugged or something like that.
Yeah.
That music was just so easy to pick up on. Like it's not extremely difficult, and I don't want my music to be like so out of the ordinary, like that you can't just enjoy it, or it's like you can't understand it. So just I think that's kind of like what led me to writing music like 5 years ago or whatever. That was a long-winded answer. Yeah.
That was what?
I said that was like a long-winded answer. I feel like you didn't even ask me that.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
I just
even
went
know.
on a tangent.
That's what happens. We all go on tangents, you know. So, so what's going on? So, are you mostly like a DIY type artist? Are you like what do you do? How do you get things? Well, I know you spend a lot of money to go to the studio.
Yeah.
Is that a common thing? not that you spend that much money.
A common
but like
thing.
When you put music out, a lot of times, how has it been recorded or produced and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I can definitely go over that. So as far as like how I record, I've primarily like that first project that I made was all done on my iPhone, really. Like I didn't go to a studio, and I think it sounded pretty good. Had I known like all the capabilities of like a garage band back then, it probably would have sounded a lot better in a way, but I really like how it came out anyway. But with that being said, I started like making more music when I started like performing around the city. I kind of shopped around songs to like different people, and they were like, "Oh, you should really go to a studio and like, you know, link up with someone you trust and someone that kind of gets what you're doing." So at that time, I did everything on my phone. Now I usually use that as a demo template, and I usually link up with my studio friend Antonio. He's like from Colombia. He's really great. He went to Berkeley. He knows how to play every instrument like to a T. Like, so if I come in with an idea, he's like very much the person that like embellishes it and adds like all the kind of fixings, so it kind of sounds like not better than what I kind of produce, but it sounds like more like a song, if you know what I'm saying. So right now, like studio, but also like my abilities as a producer are kind of like improving, so I can do a lot of stuff at home. So it really is like run and gun. It's just like a DIY thing, really. So like I'm like one of those musicians, like I don't hide that from the fact that I have a job. Like I would love to do like music full time, but like I also have like a job and I to fund what I'm doing. So it just like really depends on the budget. Like but I love the product either way.
Yeah. Have you ever considered like what do you see for your project? Like have you ever thought beyond the DIY, like or management or record labels or anything like that? Is that stuff that interests you?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I would love to do this full time. I would love to push this as far as like any other band would go. I know a lot of people don't really love that idea, but I think like the idea of a record label and management and things like that would really only give you a more solid foundation to really get your ideas across. So yeah, I definitely would love that sort of situation if it was right. I think that would be a very natural progression. I would love to, you know, excuse me. I would definitely love. I didn't mean to curse.
It happens.
Yeah, man. I would definitely want like Grammys, man. I want that. Like, I don't. You won a Grammy before.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that was like an awesome feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you didn't go in thinking like, yeah, like this is going to win my Grammy, but and it, you know, it doesn't really matter, but it is something you'd like to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, I definitely see my band going places and really affecting like, you know, the world.
What are some of your like plans, like strategic plans? Like, do you guys play out? Like, what's your? How do you guys get around? What goes on? Yeah,
so my plans, as far as I've been very patient with myself and patient with the project, because like you said, very early on, I was getting compared to Kurt and his work a lot, and I really wanted to not lean into that. So it did take a lot of like learning different chords, like studying like music, taking guitar lessons even, and vocal lessons.
You're like trying. It's like you're like, I'm not even trying to sound like this, but I'm trying to not sound like this.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to not. Like, I was in the studio with Antonio.
To not sound like Nirvana is ridiculous.
Yeah, like I was in the studio with Antonio, and he literally said, like, dude, I was trying to like do like a song that was not like overtly rock. So like it's called Timeout. It's actually I actually
heard it. I played it.
Oh,
I played it on the way here. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Like I'm shooting like a music video for that.
Okay.
Soon, but I produced the drum in that, and I was like, yeah, like, oh, this is awesome. So I took it to the studio, and I was coming up with the solo part, and he was like, dude, you play just like Kurt. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But as far as like what we do, it took me 5 years to get to this point, like this point right now. Finally got two other guys that would play with me, that enjoys what I do, that believes in the project. We played at Dawson's like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That was really great. got a really great response. So we're being very intentional. We're playing at the Royal next, I think it's July 29th,
Okay.
in Glenside. We're just kind of run and gun. Like right now, of course, we have to like kind of play the social media game and like make, visuals to like our songs. It's a little bit a lot, but it's just like
It's
really
a
the
little
name.
bit a lot.
Yeah, it's a little bit a lot, but it kind of is a good
It is.
exercise in creativity in a way.
Yeah.
Like not only do you have to write the song and produce it and like remember how to play it on guitar and all that, but you have to like make a visual that looks good with it. And kind of, I mean, whatever happens. Like I don't really pay attention to like the outcome, but it's kind of, that's what we're doing. We're just like practicing like for like X amount of hours a week. We're playing wherever we can play. Like I think we're playing at like a lot. I'm not even exaggerating. I think we're playing at a library like in August. Like it's not. We don't care like where we're playing.
Where'd your band come from? Who are these people?
Yeah, so my current band, Velcro Homer, is like kind of, they're from New Jersey. Like I met my drummer just through like a show that I played with like my previous bandmate, and he really liked my stuff. He really liked my merch that I had at the time. And he kind of just like reached out to me, and we kind of talked online for like a year and a half, and then we kind of met up because he has like a house venue in
Cool.
in New Jersey. And basically we jammed for like another year, and then we finally found like someone to play bass. They dropped off, then we found someone else, they dropped off, and then we finally found someone that we've been jamming with for like 6 months.
So it started with
plus.
you, and then you met this person, and it took years before you guys were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're gonna jam," and then it's just been kind of through people.
Dude,
bass
it's been
players and-
so long. Like it's been me for like 4.5 years. Like I think when I met you was like my first actual time playing out, and it just took a lot of like trial and error. Like I went up to play by myself, and I was like, this isn't really the sound that I want. I tried to find a drummer, but like every drummer is in like 15 projects, so that's really difficult as far as like scheduling. So it took a lot of time, but yeah, it's usually just me. I'm like kind of like the mastermind behind it all, like writing everything. I mean, I play all the instruments also, so I'm usually like teaching them how to play it, and they kind of just learn. But it's not difficult stuff, so
Yeah.
thank God.
As far as writing, are you like a person? I'm sure it's different every song. Maybe. Usually, because I was gonna say, are you a person that like you'll sit down and you'll just write something, or are you a person that you have all these writings and they come together sometimes, but it might take time, or what happens when you write?
Writing is like pretty fun for me. Like as far as writing, I start with the music, and I listen to it like for a while, like in my headphones, and I can almost hear
You wrote the music too,
yeah,
right? So you had
yeah. I
to write
wrote the music too, so I can almost hear the lyrics forming like in the sounds, like in the dead spaces of the sounds. And I really enjoy that part because that doesn't happen every time, but when it does happen, it's usually a pretty good song. So writing is like very much a big part of like what I'm doing. I think I was more intentional with this project. The project is Divine Petition, by the way. I should probably mention that. Anyway, I was very intentional on like writing the lyrics down, because some points, like on the first album, it was more like stream of consciousness, not like a freestyle, but very intentional, like punch in line. This time I really sat down and wrote things. Like my favorite line I have now, it's like for my song Hopium, it's I feel like Jesus Christ in the presence of nuns. I don't want to be with a video girl, 'cause I'd rather have a divine unknown. Like that's like I really love that imagery. So like writing is super important because you can like kind of reference back to it. And also I want to be competitive. Like I want to write things that like are poetic, that are not only poetic, but it just sounds good, like live. So yeah, writing is super important.
Do you find that you write? Is it more personal, or is it telling stories? Or is it both?
I try not to get super personal, only because I do feel like my music should be more like of a story in a way. Like
Yeah.
if you read like a storybook, um, you're not really reading for the author. You're reading to kind of like escape in a way and kind of just take your mind off of like day-to-day things like your job or whatever.
Yeah.
So I try to keep that in mind, and I get satisfaction out of performing it and making it. So I don't really need to put like personal like things in my music so much. There are times I do, and there are some inspirations, but you really would not know
Right.
like what songs those are.
Or maybe even what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
Like
everybody interprets things
yeah.
differently.
And I like that. Like I think writing from that perspective is like more intelligent, is more intentional, rather than saying like, things for shock value and things just to like there's better ways to get your point across, is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as performing, what do you like most about performing?
I love most about performing.
Do you
I
love
think
to perform?
I love to perform. I think
Would you love it more than the writing? Do you like it?
I love performing more than writing,
Yeah.
because performing just kind of feels like a complete like release of like energy, and you're like feeding off of people.
Yeah.
And it's not always like the greatest experience, like as far as like you're not always going to get that reaction that you hope. Like I remember we were playing at Wissahickon Brewing Company. I think that was like our first show a few weeks ago. And someone's grandma was in the audience and literally got up and left. And they were like, I didn't want to take my grandma to this rock concert. And I was like, hey, I mean, but I like things like that, because that's just a part of it. Like I love what I'm doing, and some people love it too, and I love that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What's one of your favorite places you've played, or like one of your favorite crowds?
my favorite place I ever played was at Paramount Studios, actually. So I went there a few years ago. I was doing my DIY thing. I reached out to like this producer. They said they needed an opener for this show. It was called This Week in Hell. So it was based in New York. I just sent them like a tape of me playing, I think, at the Fire. They were like, yeah, we love what you're doing. Come into the studio. And I went there, and it was COVID. So like they stuck the thing in my nose and all this stuff. And I thought, since this was like a MTV studio, like they would have like a bunch of guitars laying around and things like that, but that was not the case. I went up there with literally just mic in hand, like just like singing a song, and like I was really not prepared. And that's like just what I love about like performing, because you never really know what reaction. And I felt like, dude, like I don't have my guitar, like I don't have anything. And I think I was probably playing to like one of my songs, like a backing track or whatever. And I didn't expect them to clap at all, because it was like literally like a studio, like legit like thing going on. And they clapped so loudly, and it filled my cup up so much. Like I felt like great. Like I could feel it in my chest. Like that was definitely like because I felt like I failed, but I really didn't.
Yeah.
And I got that love, and I'm kind of like chasing that volume of clap again, because
Yeah.
that was pretty substantial, because I put my heart out there, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but they kind of still reacted with a good reaction. So I love performing. It's
that's cool.
like nothing else, really.
Yeah. Is there a place, a venue, like a dream venue you'd love to,
Dream venue?
or like a dream something performance wise?
I think more recently I would love to just play at a theater, maybe, or maybe be welcomed by WXPN. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, honestly, I would love to, play at the Grammys, play at the Super Bowl. I don't care. Like I swear to God,
I don't care. The biggest things I could play at, it would be great.
I want to play on Mars, man. Like I mean that. Like
I just play wherever.
I truthfully mean that. I think what we have to offer is something original. It's something new, and I'm not only saying these things, but I'm actually putting in the work to try to get there. So like I think that's worth saying.
Yeah. So you're working on an album.
Yes.
That you said it's going to be a couple months. How long have you been working on this album?
I've been working on this album for at least 2 years.
Okay.
I was so happy that I got most of it done in Seattle, but I also been working on it at home. At home being
so this
Philly.
Is the material that you recorded out there.
Yeah. So
it's going to be on this. Okay.
Yeah, 5 songs were recorded there. And I had just kind of had more ideas for it because essentially the album is about faith and having faith and like what you're doing. I wanted to add more dimension to the album to kind of get that point across. So I added a lot of things. So it's been almost like 2 years that I've been working on it. But it's pretty much done as of like one last song. Yeah,
cool. And it's called Divine
Petition.
Divine Petition.
Yes.
And what other material do you have out right now? Did you
So album wise, I mean, I have a few EPs. Impure is a really great one. Hopium. That Hopium EP was essentially about like I think about the time I was getting married. So it was like kind of like talking about that. Just kind of having that blind, stupid hope for something different.
Yeah.
I know earlier before we started talking, I was telling you about like how I even got to the stage when I met you, and it was like not a great predicament. Like I was like in a bad space, just broken up with, and I really went full throttle with music, and it was a blessing. So like I kind of wanted to tell that in music form, but yeah, Impure, Hopium, Whoop Ass Stew is my first album. That was probably like a good place to start for anyone. Yeah.
Cool. I like that, Hopiate.
Yeah, Hopium. Like opium.
See,
Yeah,
I was saying hopiate because
no.
So that's like opiate though.
Oh
opium,
yeah.
Opiate,
Basically.
opiate, hopium.
Hopium.
So they're kind of the same, but a little bit different.
Which is a good single. We play that a lot when we go out.
Nice. Yeah. Is it? Did you release it yet? Or
yeah.
no?
That's everywhere. So
it's everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, and if
Hopium is.
Hopium, yeah. Hopium is not only the title of the project, the EP, but also a single on the project.
Okay, cool. So I can check it out when I get my
Yeah,
car.
you could check it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there any collaborations that you would like to make happen? It can be any local or not local, or
do I want to collab with anyone?
you're like, nah, I'm good.
Probably I would like to write for someone, but as far as like this project currently, I don't really foresee like I still got to get my perspective out there, and I just don't feel it's necessary to, add someone into the mix. I would love to jam with people and like work with people, but as far as like putting someone on the project, probably not right now.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessary. Where do you see this project in a few years?
Oh yeah. So in a few years, definitely just playing more consistently. Kind of get to that point where we're doing it more often than not. Try to get to more states, maybe different countries, really anywhere, just like more playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a question that you get through life. Like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? But it's such a hard question because you got to live day by day.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah.
things could be great in 2 years or things could not. So it's like, well, I guess you just say where you would like to be.
Honestly, I think things are great now. Like, to be honest, like I don't have many, like, I don't think I deserve for this to happen or that to happen. I just like what I'm doing.
Go with the flow.
I
That's
feel
what you got to do. Yeah.
very successful. Like, I have things that I've done. I have people that I met. I'm not really
Chilling.
complaining. Yeah. Like, my very first album made it to NPR in a Dave Grohl special. Like, I'm good for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, that was literally, like, didn't expect that. Like, I have no expectations for anything. So anything in addition would just be icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Like, even sitting here and talking with you is like a blessing. Like, I love just anything surrounding music, and I get to be a part of. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has there, and I know you've been doing it for not that long, only about 5 years, you said, but has there been a point where you're like, I quit. I don't want to do this. This is annoying.
Probably like this morning.
All the time.
Not this morning, but I don't know. I never feel like quitting. Like, there's nothing to quit. Like, it's
because you're going with the flow. You're chilling.
Yeah,
you're
the beauty
you're not
of
like
music.
Fighting and saying, "Oh, I got to be a rock star and I got to do this and I got to do
No.
that." And so it's like now you've ruined. There's no fun because you've ruined the fun.
Yeah,
you're just chilling.
I am.
And
Well,
making
I
some
wouldn't say
songs.
I'm chilling. I'm definitely very intentional with my time. I work all the time on my music, whether that's writing songs, producing. I produce for other bands as well. So I'm never like just relaxing my feet up, but my kind of energy towards like kind of expectation is just different. Like, I don't put a song out with the expectation that it's going to do that, or I don't feel bad if it does or does not do these things.
Yeah, you're not affected.
I'm not affected. I think the satisfaction comes from the work itself, and I can't be mad at that. So yeah, that's essentially it.
Yeah.
But I don't ever feel like quitting. There's so much things that happens in my life and I still haven't really talked about, that I don't feel like I told my story and I really got my perspective out there. So I don't ever feel like quitting.
Yeah.
No.
What's some advice that you would give someone that's like just starting out and wants to release a song, but they're like scared or something?
I would definitely say just go for it. You don't have to sound like anybody. You don't have to worry about like the technical aspects of music for real. Like, you don't have to, because I'll say, for example, in the Philly music scene, I think there's so much space for like irreverent, like weird things that if you just like do your thing and go out, you'll find people who also do things adjacent to what you do. So I would just say, do what you want to do your way. I kind of talked about this before, like the charts in like 1920 compared to now, there's no difference as far as like the number placement, meaning those songs just sounded different, but they were still number one compared to, I don't know what's on the top of the charts now. Not that any of that matters, but what I'm saying is whatever you have to offer the world or your audience or other people's audiences matters. And it does not need to be what you hear. It could be what you make.
Yeah.
So that's the advice I would give to people. Just, you don't need to be like super original and super different, but just do what you can do presently. And that's good enough. If you really love it, put it out there. I promise.
As long as it makes you feel good. Yeah. And you're not like, it's like when you try too hard, it like we were just saying earlier, like it ruins it. And I find that people want what people naturally just do. Honestly, like when someone just sits down and does their thing and makes it nice and doesn't necessarily have verse, chorus, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just be yourself. But also, like, don't sound like complete shit.
Yeah, I was going to make that point, though. Because it
I don't
could
want
get
people,
to that
I don't
point.
want people. There's people out there that are very confident.
I'm happy that you said, because I was literally going to say, I don't mean to rain on your parade, but there's a difference between being original and like doing something cool and just being like a shithead. Sometimes you do be ass. Like some people are ass, but like there's a fine line. Also, don't learn music. Like learn how a song is written. It's almost like skateboarding. Like you learn how to get on the board and do your thing, and then you can do tricks and you can do things kind of your own way. Or playing guitar, you learn the instrument and then you learn different techniques. So yes, like don't be a duffer.
It's rare. I mean, but there are a couple overly confident, like horrible.
I'm so happy you said that, actually.
You know what I mean? And you're like,
no, I actually do.
You know, when it comes to social media and all that stuff, it's like I'm not gonna like, because you can hide people, you can do this, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But every time there's not many in my feed, but when they come, I'm like, oh man,
God, this guy.
You're like, it's very rare, but yeah, they can.
Yeah.
But those are the ones that also like act like they know everything. It's just they're a whole nother person.
Part.
They're not. It's not just what they're trying to do. It's like they're know-it-alls. They're the best. They're this. They're that. And it's like, the hell.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't happen often. There's actually a incredible amount of talent in Philly and the whole tri-state area. It's ridiculous, all the talent. So but you're gonna get those here and there.
No, for sure. And you also have to be like kind of in it to understand even what we're saying. Like you do your thing, be original, but
do your thing. And I'm proud of you.
Yeah, don't be that person. Yeah, because that person does exist, but like you just, I don't know.
It is what it is. We got 2:20. Is there okay, let's see. I feel like a lot of this
Thanks
stuff...
for saying the time, because I don't know if it was like close to 3. I don't want to. I didn't want to like. We're in a coffee shop, guys, and
Locals Coffee
shop.
one more time. Shout out to Locals letting us be here. That story I told in the beginning was nonsense. But this is both our first times here.
Yeah,
it wasn't that we stumbled into each other. We kind of. I did say that you ended up making an appointment for this place or whatever. But So let's see. Who are some of your major inspirations?
As contrary to what I said earlier about the whole Kurt thing, of course, Kurt Cobain.
You better not say that first. After all that, you could at least put 2 bands before him.
I wasn't even going to act like I wasn't going to say it. I hate that. I feel like every young person that is in my
it's all good because
position-
you conquer it. Like as a person that grew up in the 90s and was a huge fan, I have not had another artists. I mean, there's plenty of people in cover bands that the people are. I host karaoke. Plenty of people might have that voice naturally or whatever, but it's not even that. There's something else. So just so as irritating as he gets with this, you actually conquer whatever that is going on there.
I don't know what it is either, but
you can't. But you kill it. Like it doesn't even matter. Like it's not like you. It's not like it sucks. And you're like, oh my God, this guy's just ripping off of...
that's like kind of what we were talking about. Like, there's a difference between like... There's a difference between that. Grunge is not like not knowing what you're doing and noise. Like, there's an art to that. And that's like where my kind of... I kind of learned how to play guitar through him. It was so simple.
Well, it's so simple.
Yeah. Everything else,
it's great. It's all you need. A little hum and a couple bar chords.
Yeah,
that's all you need. A few chords and a hum.
Yeah, but not to disrespect the legend, of course. I feel like every
Oh, I'm not at all.
every
Yeah.
young person, like, I feel like he's a voice of like two generations at this point. Like, there has not been like a band after that, hopefully mine, but that has actually inspired people in that way and touched people. So of course, Kurt. I would also say a lot of my contemporaries now actually inspire me. So my biggest inspiration right now is a three-piece girl band from Brooklyn. They're great friends of mine. I go to their shows all the time. I was gonna, but anyway, their name is Hello Mary. Really love that band. They sound amazing. They recently opened up for Silver Sun Pickups at Keswick Theater like
Okay.
2 years ago. They're also kind of like grunge band too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you want to hear like actual people would know. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Whoever. No, it don't matter.
I don't know.
mean,
Because I actually am really inspired by art, like visual art. Like that is actually what most of my songs are about, actually. Like, which I don't really know people to do that, but like a lot of songs are not inspired by like things that happen in my life, but like me going to the Philadelphia Art Museum and like looking at Salvador Dali like
Yeah.
paintings or like
and it like triggers inspiration.
yeah, it just really does. Like
I like that.
I love sitting with things and like kind of have an imaginative like perspective on things.
Yeah.
Like that's more inspiring to me to look at Frida Kahlo's work compared to like just like, oh, I broke up with this person and like
I can't hear another. Right.
like I think
Like,
that's
not
super
again.
cliche. Yeah.
All the pop songs that come out, not again, and the same lyrics. Like,
Not
they
again.
broke up overnight.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
Let's get that light.
Yeah,
You know, a little bite.
it's just bars, like just bars. Yeah, yeah. So I try
That's
to.
cool though. I like
yeah.
that. So art, like actual art, it's not even necessarily music that is
Yeah,
an
I saw
inspiration.
like if you go to the museum, at this time I think I was like between jobs and I went there a whole lot. And I saw this painting in like the medical section of the museum, and it was like these guys, these like they look like the Dutch masters. Like if you ever like got a Dutch, like they look like that kind of aesthetic, but they were doing surgery, and I don't know why, but that just kind of inspired me to write this song called "16 Female Dutch Masters."
Yeah.
And it's like kind of like a wavy, groovy kind of song. And I just literally started it off by saying, like, open arm surgery, they expose his hand. I don't know. Like, that was just like, that's a great example of like my inspiration. So
Yeah,
people
cool.
don't really inspire me that much musically, but I do kind of have reverence for like my contemporaries like that are currently doing it. Also a band called All Right Junior, they are really big inspiration. I actually didn't even know they were a Philly band. I liked them since I was like 12.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
gotta check them out. I have a feeling I'd probably like them
yeah.
too.
All Right Junior is awesome. I don't know who to compare them to, but yeah, those are kind of my inspirations musically.
Cool. You got
That's-
anything you want to plug? Like, how can you have your Instagram, which is
Yeah,
Velcro.
my Instagram is VELCROHOMERBAND, Velcro Homer Band.
Okay.
Instagram. I do have a YouTube. It's the same handle. I usually post like just vlogs and kind of music and things like that. Be on the lookout for the Time Out music video or visual or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's about it. So down to play anywhere you'd like us to play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love it. I love it. I'm going to ask you the last question of the podcast then, which
Okay.
is, how is music your hero?
Music is my hero because music is like almost spiritual to me. I'm finding like music is something I can go to at any point in time. Like if I'm having a shit day at work, I just hum a little song. Some songs just come to me. If I'm like going through something, I feel like most people have these experiences, but music is extremely healing for me. And not only can I listen to the music, but I can also create it. So that's an even better feeling. And my hope is to be a part of someone's healing journey. Like I
Yeah.
want, and I'm not going to push this onto like anyone myself, but music always finds me, and I want my music to find people. One last story. I was driving to work one day and I was listening to WXPN and they just started playing their vinyls, and this song by Genesis came on. It was called The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. That song was so amazing and just like touched me and like stayed with me for like so many years, so much so that I like made my own rendition of it and I play it out, and older people love that song. Like they always recognize it. They always come up to me like, "Oh my God, Genesis." But like, how can music not be your hero if it's like bringing so many people joy? And that song literally just found me because I happened to listen to the radio one day.
Yeah.
So music is my hero because it's like this beautiful magic that gets to people and is so healing and just so elusive. And I just love it. So
Yeah.
music is my hero for that reason.
I love
and
that.
I appreciate
It's a great
you for
answer.
having me on. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for taking the time too.
Yeah.
And
thank
one more
you.
shout out to Locals Coffee
Locals
in Fort
Coffee.
Washington. Come by, stop by. It's in like this corporate building. At first I was like, what? But then I was like, wait, this makes complete
Yeah,
sense.
I got a black coffee, and it was literally the best black coffee I had ever.
I should have
honestly.
gotten a black one.
I
but
might
I
get
didn't.
I might get another one actually.
All right, cool. All right, well, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.